We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Lazarus Planet Alpha #1. This is a one-shot from DC Comics that is sort of an extension of the Batman vs. Robin story, and you really do need to have read several things before getting to this to get the most out of it. It's probably a good idea to read Batman, Superman, World's Finest 1 through 5, and then Batman vs. Robin 1 through 4, because those events directly lead into this, especially the Batman vs. Robin. So the volcano on Lazarus Island has erupted, causing massive storms everywhere, and it's having an effect because the majority of the magic on Earth has been siphoned up through Dr. Fate's helmet and into NASA, but it's all in an effort to stop King Firebull, who's apparently an old enemy of NASA's. So Robin flies a plane right into the Hall of Justice, and there's not much of the League there. We've got Blue Beetle. It's not Ted Kord, it's the other Blue Beetle. Then we've got Cyborg, Monkey Prince, Blue Devil, and Power Girl, Supergirl, and Mary Marvel. Zatanna's there, even though we never learn how she got out of that noose problem. And everybody gets split into two teams. Half of them are going after the Tower of Fate, and the other half is going after Neza. So each one has to face a minion of King Firebull's, and it's not an easy fight. Meanwhile, Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing end up joining the fray because they have an idea of kind of what's going on. They figured it out, and a lot of people seem to forget that Poison Ivy does have a PhD in botanicals, so she knows something funny's going on. But things aren't looking good for our heroes. Neza is not real eager to join these guys either, and Mary has to put her life on the line to try and get into the Tower of Fate, but by doing so, she may have just gotten them back up. We get to see some really cool familiar faces, but things aren't looking so good for Batman. So the primary story is written by Mark Waid, art by Riccardo Federici, Brad Anderson on colors, Steve Wan's letters, David Marquez and Alejandro Sanchez did the cover. Associate editor Rebecca Bonham, Dave Walgo's associate editor, Paul Kaminsky editor. By the way, that cover is pretty cool, and it does relate to what's going on. These guys all do appear in the book. I like the art quite a bit in the primary story. I thought it was really effective. It looks really cool, pretty solid stuff, and everything looked very heroic and action-packed. I like that quite a bit. This really did make me want to buy some of the other one-shots, because unfortunately it looks like you're going to need to know some of that stuff. This one I think definitely is going to tie in more to the mini-series that I've been reading of Batman vs. Robin. The subsequent ones that follow Batman vs. Robin, #5, like the Revenge of the Gods story and the Wonder Woman issues, I'm not as interested in, and I'm not going to pick up Monkey Prince. That character's annoying, but I don't really want to buy a bunch of other one-shots. It's really annoying. But there's a backup story that's about the Monkey Prince. It's Neza and the Monkey Prince. And that's written by Jean Lun Yang. Billy Tan of Tan Comics was the artist, Sebastian Chang colorist, Janice Chang letterer, Jessica Chen editor. It's just sort of Monkey Prince and his encounter with Neza, and it's okay. I thought I was a little bored with it, honestly. I'm not a giant fan of the art style. It's alright, but it's a little too cartoony for me. I'm not a huge fan of the manga, as has been very apparent over the years of doing this channel. And it has some manga-like qualities around the faces. They look very soft and smooth and unnatural to me. But overall, the art's okay. I just didn't really care for the backup story. It does lead into Monkey Prince issue 10, but I really don't care about that character at all. So I just found nothing in that backup. But the main story was great. It was a lot of fun, and it did tie in pretty well to the miniseries. Hopefully the miniseries will be fine on its own and you don't need to track these down. But this was an interesting addition, and it did make me want to pick up some of the others. I'll see if Mark Waid wrote them. If not, I'm probably not going to pick them up because I don't care that much to drop another $6 like this one was. I'd say I got $5 worth of entertainment out of it, but $6 was a bit high. Paper quality's nice though. It's much better than Marvel. And the art on the first story was really good. I will recommend this if you're going to read the miniseries Batman vs. Robin. If you're not going to read that miniseries or the Revenge of the Gods miniseries, then I don't think there's going to be much here for you. Then I would say get it out of a dollar bin and maybe you'll like something. But beyond that, it was fine for what it was. It was a good addition to the story, but there is additional reading required after this, it looks like. So we'll see how it plays out. But for now, recommendation, only if you're going to read one of the miniseries. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.